Desert Interfaith Council welcomes all faith traditions to the pursuit of mutual understanding. It is the conduit to the community for education, service, and celebration.
This is about being the best you. And is there any other business for the good and welfare and community actions that are going on?
Hello, my name is Chris Elliott, and today I was speaking at the Desert Valley Interfaith Council meeting. Today's meeting was partially about Black history, this being February for Black History Month and in celebration of Dr. Martin Luther King's holiday. In family, as well as in faith, we are taught the principles of community, the positive effects, and the wisdom in it.
And I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land.
Talk a little bit about how sports and Martin Luther King and how his vision and what sports teaches you.
Well, in one of his quotes, like he said, if you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But somewhere you gotta keep pushing yourself to never give up, to keep your movement going, Don't give up.
Very good.
A quote from Martin Luther King that stands out to me was a speech given in 1963. In which he said, "The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at the times of challenge and controversy."
We said we had to do something to start a tradition to honor Dr. King, and that's why we're here today. And just look around. That's why we're all here today. And so this is just me. I'm kind of weird this way, but I just feel like it would be appropriate just to give God a hand praise for Dr. King's legacy. But the main focal point of this part is for us to really show the legacy of Dr. King, marching side by side, locking arms, in unity, walking down this street. Can we all agree to do that?
Godwin has been an integral part of First Community Baptist Church. He has been a great supporter for us. Whatever it is that First Community Baptist Church does, he's there. He's willing to always lend a hand. He's always willing to have his presence known and volunteer for what we have. He is actually going to be speaking today, and he will be doing an excerpt from one of Dr. King's sermon. And I hope everybody enjoys it because it's something very moving.
We have made of this world a neighborhood, and yet we have not had the ethical commitment to make of it a brotherhood. And in some way, we have got to do this. We must all learn to live together as brothers and sisters, or we will perish together as fools. We are tied together in the single garment of destiny.
Martin Luther King, Black people and white people come together so we didn't have to fight and be rude to each other anymore. And I'm happy about that because now I can be best friends with my bishop's daughter.
Caught in an inescapable network of mutuality. And whatever affects one directly affects all indirectly. For some strange reason, I can never be what I ought to be until you are what you ought to be. And you can never be what you ought to be until I am what I ought to be.
Good morning. I'm very pleased and proud to be here at this year's Desert Hot Springs March celebrating Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. One thing I wanted to add to some comments I had heard earlier is that it is incumbent upon our young people, and I'm so proud to see so many high school students and younger people here, to realize that the struggle continues, and it is their responsibility to stand up and to speak out and to take part in their communities to make sure that the privileges and the rights actually that we receive, we do not lose.
What do you feel that he's helped in schools, and what do you see the difference in your community and within your school?
He helped from way too much bullying and separate bathrooms. He helped from separate drinks and fountain. We don't have them anymore at school, and I'm happy about that.
This is the way God's universe is made. This is the way it is structured. We must face the sad fact that at 11 o'clock, 10:30, 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, on Sunday mornings, when we stand to sing, as we did in our church yesterday, in Christ there is no east or west, we stand in the most segregated hour in America.
Helping secure the passage of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. A landmark piece of legislation that ended segregation and banned discrimination on the basis of race or sex in the workplace.
Free at last! Free at last! Thanks God Almighty! We are free at last!
The hour has come for everybody, for all institutions of the public sector and the private sector to work to get rid of racism. And now, if we are to do it, we must honestly admit certain things and get rid of certain myths that have constantly been disseminated all over our nation.
Happy to join with you today in what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation.
Without this hard work, time itself becomes an ally of the primitive forces of social stagnation. So we must help time and realize that the time is always right to do right.
Be honoring and celebrating a man who really started that dream. And so our hope is that the children of today, the post-millennials, will understand that the freedom that they are now enjoying is something that they can pass on to their children.
I like that we're helping people, like we're celebrating about what Martin Luther King did.
Who fought for all of us, not just for one particular person.